then
we may not be able to control the further spread of COVID-19 in our community. That's why we have a mask mandate in place for all public locations.
Erie County has entered week 2 of a plan to try and slow the spread of COVID-19. Good evening, everyone. A mask mandate remains in place for all public locations for virtually everyone in Erie County. That mandate applies to anyone age 2 and up who can safely wear a mask in any public indoor location. 1 week in, county leaders say not everyone is cooperating. The county executive says several businesses have been warned. So far, no one has been fined or otherwise disciplined for not following the mandate. But if business owners continue to ignore these rules, they could pay the price.
So we're just hoping that the businesses understand that we have no interest in fining anybody, nor do we have any interest in shutting anyone down if it got so bad that they were a repeat offender. We just want people to wear masks. It's bad out there with COVID, and I hope people would understand it, including the business owners. And the last thing I think any of them want during this holiday season is to be fined or risk potential shutdown.
County leaders will make a decision on whether to go to phase 2 no later than December 13th. Now, the mask mandate is just phase 1. If these numbers get worse, Erie County will move to a vaccine mandate for restaurants, bars, and entertainment venues. Phase 3 is capacity restrictions. The last step would be shutting down businesses. Now, some business owners have already decided to require people to show proof of vaccination in order to just walk inside. But as Jeff Rusak reports tonight, the mask mandate and potential further phases continue to have many across Western New York divided.
It's been 1 week since Erie County mandated masking in indoor public spaces. Some have said people will take their holiday business out of the county, but the owner of Vidler's 5 and Dime in East Aurora hasn't seen a drop in business.
The vast majority of customers, I'll say 95%, have been great. They've been wearing them when they come in. If they don't have it on, we kind of politely ask them, tell them that they have to, and they'll put on one right away and apologize.
Vidler says there is one thing that is hurting his business, something he's okay with.
What's hurt us is Sundays when the bills are doing well, we're not as busy.
Further down Main Street in East Aurora is Homegrown Kitchen. The restaurant was open during the entirety of the pandemic.
We were able to stay open through it all. We just switched to takeout.
The owner says she hasn't seen any issues with the masking policy.
We kind of just go with it. We don't really have a choice. So if it does come down to where we have to minimize the amount of people we can have in here, or even if we have to switch back to takeout, it's what we have to do.
Both Homegrown and Vidler's make customers wear masks per the county mandate. Other East Aurora business owners who did not want to go on camera say it's their customers' choice and don't enforce the mandate. As for Vidler, he hopes masking works in lowering COVID-19 transmission numbers and shutdowns are avoided.
That's why I just wish if people would just wear the mask, I think that we wouldn't have to worry about the possible shutdowns or getting back to capacity constraints and everything. I mean, I think wearing the mask is an easy fix for everybody.
In East Aurora, Jeff Rusak, 7 Eyewitness News.
Now, this mandate is meant to slow down the rapid rise in case numbers in Western New York. Western New York's 7-day test rate is now over 10.5%, far and away the highest in the state. The Finger Lakes continue to move closer to 10% as well.